Senator Chris Dodd's financial reform bill faces a test vote in the Senate Monday. There's some optimism that Republicans will join Democrats on this one, but a little-known provision in the bill is making some overseas insurance companies, including Lloyd's of London, quite happy. It would allow federal regulators to override state rules that discriminate against foreign reinsurance companies. Opponents argue that consumer protections will suffer if this part of the Dodd bill goes through. Lloyd's of London has spent close to $400,000 lobbying for this provision and other measures. Joining us right now is Lord Peter Levene. He's chairman of Lloyd's of London. So great to have you with us. This provision, crucial in your view that this could be part of the Wall Street financial reform that's going on?
Well, we've been saying since I became chairman 7 years ago that this was a situation in the United States that was completely out of line with the rest of the world, and asking for somebody to do something about it. But unusually here, whereas every other large country in the world has an insurance regulator, in the United States you have 55 regulators. All
the states.
Yeah. So to have one with whom the rest of the world can deal internationally would be a good thing. And certainly on the point you've talked about collateral, the United States is out of line with the rest of the world, and it means that our market has to keep a huge amount of money just sitting here doing nothing, against the possibility that we won't pay. Well, as we've been in business for 300 years and we've never failed to pay anybody, that's pretty unlikely. And I think that if there is one federal office, there's not going to be a federal regulator proposed under the bill, but one federal office to whom other countries can go to discuss these issues, I think it'd be a big step forward.
I wonder about the business at Lloyd's right now. I mean, 2009 was, I believe, a record year for you as far as profit because there were fewer natural disasters. What does it look like this year? We've seen an earthquake in Chile, we've seen windstorms in Europe, but I don't know, maybe more importantly, we've seen this volcanic cloud over Europe sort of grounding all of the air traffic. I think you're here as a result of that as well.
And an oil rig, very sadly, going up in flames yesterday.
Exactly, and the Transocean rig there. I mean, yeah. What does this year look like to your business?
Well, you know, in our business, it's what's going to happen when you wake up in the morning. And we had a strap line on our annual report 3 or 4 years ago, which said Lloyd's, where the world takes risks. And that's what we're there for. So where there are risks, when they occur, we pay. That's been our business for 300 years. And in a year when there are no hurricanes, then we are able to replenish our coffers to be ready for when there are. And that's what we're in business for.
Lord Levene, let me ask you, though, that volcano eruption, I mean, will it in any way have some kind of lasting impact on the insurance market? I mean, possibly the business interruption insurance. I mean, does it materially change the insurance market, in your view, going forward?
I don't think it materially changed it. I think somebody's got a lot of questions to ask about what really happened. You know, you have Mount St. Helens, which erupts here quite regularly, and you don't close down the whole of U.S. airspace as a result of it. And, I mean, to have closed it down for 24 hours might have been justified. The length of time that it was closed down for really raises questions. And I didn't think I'd be here in the States arriving yesterday because there weren't any flights. The night before, they suddenly said, no, it's fine now, you can all go. And it came over yesterday, and I spoke to the captain on the plane, and I said, what do you think? And he said, well, you know, I don't know what that was all about.
Well, so this is a question that a lot of Europeans have been raising that hasn't really been spoken about so much here. I mean, the UK was closed longer than the continental airports. What were the problems? What were the concerns? I mean, were they legitimate safety concerns?
Well, I think the UK was only closed a few hours longer than the others, so I don't think that's significant. But I think that, of course, when the volcano first erupted, and this hadn't happened for a couple of 100 years, people were worried about it. But I think they took a very long time to decide that maybe it wasn't such a big problem. And when I say they, there's a big question about who the they were. And I think there will be a serious inquiry into it, and we need to wait to see what that happens. But on your specific question, so far as we can see at the moment, I don't think it's going to have a big impact on the insurance side.
Bottom line. All right, we appreciate it. Lord Levene, thank you so much for finding time.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you stopping by.